So doing this YouTube thing for nearly 3 years now has taught me a lot of things. I've learned how to successfully give copyright holders and their salacious content ID bots the gish gallop for many a month. I've been able to see the full swath of constructive criticism one may have for me. And I've been introduced to the true and awesome might of the power of friendship. But the most important thing that I've picked up over all these long years is pretty simple. Y'all don't watch this shit. This series, this whole ethos, this one right here, the one I'm pointing to. You know, they've always said it's a lonely way to the top, but goddamn. I mean, no one who's gotten popular off this shit is critiquing what's considered auteur cinema anyway. Let's just be real here. They did top 10s or essays or rants on stuff that we either knew too much about or practically nothing. So in latching onto a niche within a niche, I knew to a degree that it would be a very, very long marathon, not a sprint, to get some kind of traction going. I don't know if you've noticed, but it is super hard to promote stuff like this. How does one bank on whatever's most familiar about an IP and tags and stuff if nobody's familiar with the IP? It's the greatest Zen riddle of our time. I think our greatest philosophers are still pondering that one to this very day. So it doesn't surprise me at all that most of these did not expand in view count at all. I wasn't very surprised, but I'd be lying if I said I was not fazed. It's kind of demoralizing to have such a good boost one month and then slowly see it getting killed off by a severe tank in views. There's a crazy amount of momentum I feel I missed out on in the midst of experimenting this whole entire month. That said, it's difficult for me to even consider scrapping this as a theme. I know some of my most ardent supporters do support this miniseries, and they seem to look forward to it, whether out of an excitement and a zeal to push the Canadian agenda further into the zeitgeist or just to learn about a new set of films. It's reasonable to say it's had some sort of impact on somebody. Assuming I couldn't get to any of the series I wanted, this is the one real chance I have to talk about Canadian originals anyway. So, I have devised a compromise. 1 week, 4 videos, a tad fewer films, a lot more historical context. This time, I will be recapping some animation history within the National Film Board of Canada and reviewing how each style of animation developed within the organization. It's kind of like recapping internal Disney politics, but not as long. There'll be an upload waiting every weekday night in this stretch. It'll only last a week. Don't unsubscribe or anything. It's gonna be a pretty tight project. Each video is only gonna be hovering around 3 to 5 minutes. You have nothing to worry about. I know some of you don't get the notifications anyway, but in any event, please don't unsub. Don't worry, it'll only last a week. Keep a lookout. And you know what? If you've been good this week, you know, I might drop some extra content on Saturday. Who knows? All I do know is that I am looking forward to not doing this for a whole month.